So yesterday I did a demonstration trying to explain the difference between men and women and how they are viewed. It is very obvious that I could not cram all of that information into the video the way that I wanted to. And it's also obvious that the message went over a lot of women's head. And so I wanted to kind of basically fine line the point that I was trying to make so that women can understand exactly what I meant by what I said. I'm not going to be as sarcastic when giving the message because I genuinely want women to understand the difference without making them feel as though someone's trying to shade them, belittle them, or make them feel some type of way. So with that being said, I still have Ariana and I still have Big Mike. Ladies, when I was pouring the different materials inside of this bottle, it wasn't about sperm. So I seen a lot of y'all say, well, what if we use condoms? We don't have all of those male sperms swimming inside of us. I wasn't necessarily saying that that was the sperm. The different items that I was mixing together was for me to identify the different bodies that you had sex with. We were talking about body count, correct? Correct. So when I was using the many different materials to pour inside of the bottle, which was a woman receiving penetration from different men, that basically accumulated a body count, that is where you got the discoloration from. We weren't talking about the medical part of it. Obviously, a woman and a man can both get an STD. We were not speaking on that. The discoloration is to identify your body count. And when you are a woman that moves around in a reckless way, trying to be like a man, you are now identified like what this bottle looks like. You're identified as a woman that looks nasty. You look trifling. You look like you don't have no self-respect. You look like you don't care about yourself. You look like a woman who has very little value. And you are now going to be viewed as a woman who has very little value when you accumulate a high body count. Another difference between men and women is that usually when a man has a high body count, most women find that attractive. And when I say attractive, most women will still talk to a man like Big Mike who has had sex with 40 plus women. And then in her mind, she feels as though she's conquered something. When a man has a high body count and a woman is able to be the one that he changes for, it makes her feel like she's conquered something. It make her feel like, yeah, because I'm the one that got Big Mike. I'm the one that made him sit down. He ran through all of y'all. Y'all had him, but you didn't have him like me. And he's gave me the ring. He didn't give you the ring. And women begin to brag on things like that. Whereas a man, they're not going to find you attractive when you have accumulated a lot of sex partners. Most men are not looking to conquer a woman who has had a lot of sex partners. Why? Because your reputation looks like this. It's tarnished. Then y'all go on to say, well, what difference does it make? Because the girl with the low body count, she still gets treated like the girl with the high body count. Men are still going to cheat. They're still going to be mean. They're still going to disrespect you. So we might as well live our life how we want to. Yes, you can live your life exactly how you want to, but make sure that you're honest about the life that you're living. Therefore, if you see a woman such as myself or anybody else speaking on a high body count, if you are at peace with the way you're moving, then you should not have nothing to say. The truth of the matter is, most women is not at peace when they're moving like this. Most women are not happy when they have accumulated and made an image for themselves and created a nasty reputation for themselves. It doesn't matter how much a woman tries to convince herself that she's okay with moving around like this. I can bet my bottom dollar she is not. I've spoken to too many women who has come to the conclusion that you've done nothing but tarnish your character for the same man that you swear wasn't nothing. If you see that the men aren't anything, whatever the case might be, why do you want to join them? Why would you want to join something that's of nothing? If these men ain't nothing, why do you want to make yourself nothing? Women are competitive. So women are still going to date Mike simply because they're going to want to say that they're the ones who got Mike to be able to commit to them. I'm the one that was able to sit Mike down and make him a family man. Whereas men are not going to look at you as value, honey. So it doesn't matter how much in your mind you want to try to convince yourself that you can move like Mike. You cannot, because men are not going to look at you as something that's valuable. They're not going to respect you. They are not going to want to marry you. They are not going to want to give you that true love, because they're not going to want to trust you, because you can't even trust yourself to make sound decisions. Then I seen a woman say something like, well, what difference does it make? The women with the low body count still get treated like the women with the high body count, so we might as well just do us. That's fine. Do you? But be comfortable with what you're doing. A lot of y'all say that y'all do what y'all want to do, but y'all not comfortable with y'all decisions. Because people who are comfortable with their decisions, they're not mad when somebody speaks on it, because it's more so like I said what I said, I did what I did. A lot of y'all can't even stand to hear the truth, which is why I know that you're not comfortable with the decisions that you are subconsciously making and faking it like you're okay with it. At the end of the day, there is no real true reason why a woman would be moving in such a way. There is no need to give your body to a million different men. A lot of y'all be giving your bodies to men with the hopes that it'll make him like you more, or thinking that you can sex your way to the top, or thinking that sex is the only thing that'll keep a man. Giving sex will definitely get you a man, but it's not going to keep you a man. So it's time for you to learn something else deeper about yourself and provide something else to the table besides your body. Bring some substance, bring some value, and I guarantee you, you won't even have to feel as though you got to use your body. Use something else that's just as powerful that's not your body. And the only thing that is value and substance. Work on getting some value and some substance.